to come away from the Bulls last weekend, having put 40 points on the board and not win? It must have been mixed feelings. I mean, how did you review or reflect on the performance?
Uh, yeah, it was mixed feelings. Half time we were up 7 points, I think. But it was a tough first half. We'd towards the end of it, it was a proper war, and we emptied the tank. But half time we were well happy and spoke well, positive. We knew we had to come out firing because they were always gonna have a good second half, especially with altitude and stuff, and we obviously regretted that they ran away with it a bit in the end. But positives from our performance, we aimed to score 4 tries, we scored 6. But obviously, if we defended a bit better and kept their score down a bit, we may have salvaged a losing bonus point or even won the game.
How much do you enjoy the physicality of coming up against the South African sides?
Yeah, it's a good first game, and very rarely I go to harder, tougher places in the league. Altitude and the balls, it's a tough one.
Well, you've got another tough one up next. Stormers. A few eyebrows raised with the score they put on Leinster. I mean, how do you approach such a powerful side on their home turf?
Yeah, they done well tonight. The first team to nil Leinster since 2008, I think. So they had a good day at office, certainly. But we prepare well, and we prepare within how we play. And it's the second game of the season, so we'll watch stuff on them, but not there's not much, new season. Lots of coaches like to change the way they play and the styles and stuff like that. So we focus on what we think we're going to do, and the way we want to play the game. And if we talk or action everything that we say we're going to do to our best of our ability, we back ourselves to beat any team. But they are a very good team, yeah, and we're aware of that. But we'll certainly put our front foot forward and try to take it to them on Friday.
Well, you've beaten them before. I mean, does that give you a bit of confidence?
Yeah, but new season, new season, different players, different faces, different day, different game. But obviously, it's nice to know we've done a number on them. But we don't hold that in any regard. We go into the game with giving them respect and taking it to them, and obviously striving to win again.
I mean, you've had two of the toughest away fixtures in the league straight up as your first two games, but how much has the experience of being in camp together, all together, helped off the field? And, has it helped you gel with some of the new players as well?
Yeah, it's good, and it's a it's a good one. Good. There's pros and cons to every trip away, in there. Like some boys got families and stuff like that, and so some of the boys got new families as well. So it's adapting to being away. It's the longest time some of the boys have been away from their young ones. So there's always like, but then you're together, you're together on the field, off the field. So and when you're with each other all the time, it's quite well. Like lots of the boys know how I'm feeling all the time, so like, and they don't have to speak to me. They just know from the way I act how I'm feeling. So it's quite nice in that regard that the boys understand each other and the way they are. So when a boy taps you on the shoulder and says like, "Oh, how are you doing? You're not feeling, not seeing yourself." Because I do love home. I get my son, but I love being here as well. It's nice, and yeah, spending time with each other. You understand and get to know each other on a different level than you, I suppose.
For sure. I mean, have you done anything, any activities outside of the rugby?
I played a bit of golf. I did.
Absolutely. Got to be done.
I'm just getting into it now. I'm 31 handicapper, but I'm going to be scratching 6 months at him.
Well, I wouldn't bet against you. Um, Question, what's it been like working under Justin Tipuric as a coach now? I mean, was he a player that you looked up to during his playing days?
Yeah, surreal. He's my hero. and his transition to coaching has been seamless. But I think everyone would have predicted that. He's just a pretty surreal human on the pitch, off the pitch. If you bumped into him and someone didn't know who he was, he would never tell you he's a rugby player or anything like that. He's the epitome of a good human, I'd say.
That's a great answer.
And, yeah, he's my hero because when I was selected for Wales 18s, he had a signed grog off him. I did.
Oh, that's sweet. I mean, have you noticed the difference, him taking on this new role? Is he different in the way he speaks to you guys, or is he same, sort of similar as he was as a player?
Similar as he was a player, you could tell when he was a player that coaching was for him anyway because he was experienced in the game massively. Was he 93 cap, Welsh international, Lion, and the way he talked and held himself and spoke and led was just phenomenal. And then that's the exact same person he is when he's coaching. He understands, he understands.
Mark was singing your praises. I don't know if you managed to listen in the interview before, saying what a great man you were putting back into to grassroots down. Is it Pontyclean,
Yeah.
your former club? I mean, what does it mean to you to go back down there and pitch in to the people that put you on the right path?
Oh, it's class, yeah. Like I've said a couple of times before, and I practically live at the club. I play darts Monday, coach Tuesday and Thursdays, and then I'm up there helping out however I can and other days. But it's class, and I know every age group basically, so it's nice to see how they're transitioning. I think last year we had 4 out of 5 age groups in the Blues Cup final.
Brilliant.
So, and one loss in the semis, I think. So it's pretty good setup down there. It's just like I coach a youth, so helping transition the boys from the mini juniors now onto our first team and senior rugby. So that's my main goal, just to get a club back where we feel as a community it should be in the better leagues. But there's some boys kicking on. Well, there's always boys who kick on in our club, but there's boys kicking on right now, which is class to see. But there's some quality players. Harri Lewis, who's under 16s, played for Wales 18s out in South Africa. No, out in Italy, sorry, the other day. There's some quality boys coming through the ranks, and it's nice to be able to see that happen as well.
Well, they must be super proud of you as well. Mark seems to think that you should be in conversations about international rugby already, considering your form for the Ospreys. I mean, what would that mean to you, having the chance to represent Wales at senior level?
I think it's every boy's dream or every person's dream who plays rugby in Wales to represent their country. It would be surreal, but obviously I just need to focus on where I am right now and playing well and providing the best for the team I'm in at the moment. But yeah, it'd be a huge honor if I ever even get mentioned about it. But if
Well,
I
I
have
hope it happens for you.
selected,
I hope it happens for you. Really nice to chat to you, Harry. Good luck on the weekend.
thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
Hi, Harry. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. You obviously won again a lot of plaudits from likes of Shane Williams and Adam Jones for your performances. Um, wh- where does your like when you watch you play, you've always the first thing people say is you've always got that edge about you. You see you like trying to charge down the kicks from the conversion on the weekend. Where does your edge come from? Does that come from the Pontyclean RFC? Your background there. Where does that sort of part of your sort of character come from? Do you think?
Yeah, you could say Pontyclean. But I don't know. I uh, I always I just maybe being an underdog. Maybe I was a bit of a late developer, playing in a tough position, always being called too small and stuff like this. So I think the size of my heart had to take over, and sometimes, and I'd like to say that that still carries on now.
Yeah, does that like maybe people when you were younger sort of ruling you out because of your size? Does that give you sort of motivation? Has that sort of driven your sort of journey to professional rugby really?
Yeah, obviously, doubt does obviously make you want to do well, doesn't it? But I don't know what really spurs me on. I think going back to, I know it's cliche, I think it's like making my village proud, really, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love to represent my village and my
yeah,
family and give back to them. But I wouldn't really know what to put my finger on when I when you why I play the way I do.
yeah. You look at like some of the back rowers Ospreys have got, like yourself, Moriarty's there now, Morgan Morse, Morgan Morris, Jack, obviously. I mean, you have to be, you're competing with internationals and British Lions. Presumably you have to be at your best every training session to get a look in, really. So that's only going to stand you in good stead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's class, and obviously Jack coming back in now. Congrats to him as well. That's class. But he's back. He's back, and it's unbelievable to have someone above me like that. Like as Tips was as well. I'm still learning so much of Jack, especially. And he helps me in every way I can because we play the same role. If you say in our back row system, he's quality for me. And yeah, you have with a back row like all the boys you just named of that quality, you have got to be on in every session, on the pitch, off the pitch. Everything accounts to whether you be selected or not, really. So
Yeah, and you
that's it.
mentioned the sort of underdog. I mean, obviously, like a lot of like pundits outside of Wales won't give the Welsh teams much of a chance, but obviously Ospreys already shown last weekend that you can sort of punch above your weight. Is that part of the motivation this year as well? To prove people wrong that there is life in Welsh rugby and the Ospreys, and hopefully you can take a few scalps throughout the season.
Oh, 100%. And like you said, we went out there last week with the balls and played some good rugby, and I'd say put a marker down on the we're here to play some attacking rugby and score some tries and gain some respect off of other teams. And like I think if I'm not sure if the balls have said anything or spoke or anything, but I think coming off that pitch they would have thought, oof, we had a match here, especially after half time. We was up. We was winning. So and they we they chucked the kitchen sink at us, and we defended really well towards the end of the half. But I think it's about gaining a bit of respect, and obviously we go into every game as underdogs or not. We go into every game to win and try to take a scalp. But definitely it's at the early stages of the season now. We want to set a mark. We're a team that's here to play and here to win. Like
Yeah, who's the toughest individual opponent you faced so far in your career?
toughest individual opponent. Uh, there's been some good ones. Toughest individual opponents. I'm a bit stumped there. Some very good players. Uh, the Munster back row. I was the Island 20s captain when I was playing for Wales 20s. Jack, I don't want to say his second name because I'm not too sure, but he was a very good player when I played against him. But
Yeah,
and some, you play against world class players week in week out, really.
yeah,
Uh, some very good players I played against. But
yeah,
I'd probably say he was the one who had proper band in one of the games.
yeah. And obviously, as you said, there's world class players throughout the URC, especially in South Africa. And I suppose if you can prove that you can live with them and get the better of them, that's only going to stand you in good stead, hopefully, isn't it, to maybe playing for Wales one day at senior level?
Yeah, just if I go out there and perform and play well and do well against these players, hopefully it'll give people confidence that this boy can play a bit. So, but you want to go into any game and play well, don't you? You want to do the best you can for the team.